it's been another busy and productive week here in France. Let's see, we started off the week with a delivery.
Mm-hmm.
And then you made some really good progress on one of the barns this week.
Yep.
And let's see what else. Oh, it would not be a week if Mr. Huff hadn't made a lamp.
Lamps.
Yeah, but I think we're finally, hopefully, getting to the end of them.
I think there's only 3 left.
Until I buy something else to turn into a lamp. Okay, and then we made some unexpected progress because of a grocery store deal. Something we really weren't expecting this week. So I think it's been a very good and busy week. And we've been eating really well too. We're getting finally to the point where I feel like we've got our grocery stockpile back on track. We've got the freezer very, very full right now with things.
Ate a lot of soup this week.
But tasty soup.
Tasty soup.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, and we have somebody we need to introduce you to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to love him.
Yep. So let's take you through the week. We've got an exciting delivery today. I can't wait to show you what it is. Okay, so this rug that was just delivered is an exact match to the rug on the other end of the room. The only difference between the two is the size. So the new one is a 5x8, which suits that space very well. And the one on the other end of the room is an 8x11. So this is a wool rug that retails for over $1,000 new. And unbelievably, I found it on Facebook Marketplace several years ago for $40. It was in like new condition then, and it still is now. So in our old house, we used it in my oldest daughter's bedroom, and we decided to bring it with us because I liked it so much. So knowing that we needed a rug for this floor because it's so slippery, my husband started doing some research online, and he managed to find the same rug, which now years later was on clearance. So the smaller 5x8 version was now $150. And even when we factored in the cost of shipping it to France, it was still less than the cost of a used rug locally. So we're not in the habit of shipping things overseas. We try to shop locally as much as possible, but in this case, it seemed to really make sense. So I think this has really helped to tie the room together, and obviously to make it safer for walking around. So now I think at this point, we're really close to having this room finished. We still need to find a couple end tables to go on either side of the Chesterfield. For now, I just have an old stool that was left in the house that I'm using as a table. And I'm hoping to find a large painting, something maybe like a coastal scene, to go above that sofa. And then, of course, a couple sets of curtains for the door and window. But we are getting very, very close. So this was an exciting delivery day for us. Okay, now that we have tackled the windows and door on this barn, we're ready to move on to some more improvements to the large barn. Now, earlier this year, my husband did a pretty major repair to the large door because we had a 100-mile-an-hour storm that came through and actually broke the pulleys. So now that that's fixed, we're ready to tackle this door here. Now, this is definitely a very old door. I don't know how old, but probably hundreds of years old. So it's very, very old wood. And parts of it are actually still in good condition and will be salvageable. And of course, not all parts. We're going to have to replace this top section here. And of course this bottom section is completely missing, and someone has at some point put a mirror in there just to kind of block the hole. So I'm really excited to get this one done because I think it's going to give the barn back a lot of its character. And I love the old threshold here for the barn door, so I'm really excited to get this cleaned up and looking nice. And I don't think it's going to cost us much of anything to do it because we had a lucky find in the bakery the other day. Let me show you what my husband found.
Hey guys, let's take a look.
Okay, so in cleaning up the stuff that was on the floor of the bakery, this was hidden underneath a whole bunch of just leaf material. So this is an old door, but it is not old in the like historic don't take it apart sense. So this is going to end up becoming the wood that we need to finish this door over here. And it does have old hinges, so we will save those maybe to use on the other barn when we get to that point. But just to show you, yeah, it's not as old as the other stuff. See, this is a more of a modern tongue and groove situation. So not historically important, but it's going to save us some money and allow us to kind of keep the character of the door. And let me show you this door from the inside. So the door that we're getting ready to work on is definitely super duper old. And I don't know if you'll be able to see, but look how the hinge is done there in the corner. So it's got like a little extension at the top of the board that just slots into a hole in the lintel. So super duper cool. We're gonna do what we can to maintain this look, but I'm really excited about this project because I think this is gonna be a super improvement on the look of the barnyard.
Hey guys, we're back in the big barn today. It's day 2 of the little barn door rebuild. Yesterday I took apart a donor door. That's what those slats are from in the back. We're going to be using those to patch in missing spots on the little barn door.
Okay, so I think the door is coming together nicely. He has all of the wood in place, and he has just applied a woodworm treatment just as a preventative measure. So at some point in the 400 years that this house has been here, there has been some woodworm in this wood, so we've got everything treated just to be careful. He has a piece of wood that will go across the bottom of the door and serve basically as a kick plate, so that will clean that up. Now we've got to wait 48 hours for the woodworm treatment to dry, and then he'll be able to finish assembling the door and paint it. So very excited to see the finished product. All right guys, I've got somebody I need to introduce you to. So this is Sylvio, and he came with us from the US. And you may have seen him before on the blog. He was a curb find a few years back. We were coming back from my mother-in-law's house one evening, and someone had put him out at the curb for trash pickup. And they were obviously hoping somebody was going to adopt him, because they had very carefully wrapped his legs in plastic wrap so they were all held together nicely. And it was a bit of a funny stop to pick him up, because it was just too much traffic to safely pull over long enough to put him in the trunk. So my husband pulled over so I could get out of the car, and I collected him and then ran down to the end of the street and met him at the corner where we could then safely load him. Now, when we were moving here, I did not think I'd be bringing him with me. I figured we would probably be listing him, but the kids were very adamant that he needed to come with us. And so here he is, enjoying his best life in France. Hey guys, we just got back from the grocery store, and I thought I would show you the deal we got. Now this deal is quite a bit different than the other deals that I have shown you in the past. Okay, so our grocery store deal this week wasn't vegetables, it wasn't baguettes, it was a TV. Now, if that seems weird to you, going to the grocery store and coming home with a TV, all I can say is welcome to France. So the local grocery stores here carry everything from small and large appliances like refrigerators and washing machines to garden supplies, clothing, electronics. You just really never know what you're going to come across when you walk into the grocery store. One week when we were here, we stepped into Lidl and we're cracking up because they were selling plasma cutters. So, you go to the grocery store for your normal grocery list and somehow you come home with a plasma cutter. Now, that's just funny, but it's France. So this week when we walked into the store, they had these smart TVs, 40-inch smart TVs for 228 euros, which was a good deal. But I wasn't excited about it because of that price. I was excited because in France, you accumulate rewards on your grocery card throughout the year, and you can spend them in little increments like on your groceries if you want to, or you can let them accrue throughout the year and spend them all at once. So that's what I had been doing, and I had 91 euros on our card, and I also had a 10 off 40 coupon that I had earned from a previous promotion. So by combining those two things, we were able to buy this TV for 101 euros off, which is fantastic. So we were excited about this deal because we hadn't yet bought a TV for the Gite living room, and we have this TV stand here that we had brought with us from the US. So it'll be really nice to get this living room one step closer to furnished, and we're really, really happy that basically for about 128 euros out of pocket, we got a really, really nice TV. So I am back to zero balance on my grocery store card, but we'll start building it back up again, and who knows what it'll be next that we buy. It might be something else for the house, like a freezer or a washing machine. We'll just have to see. So since it's raining today, we figured this would be the perfect time to clean up all of the sea glass that we've been collecting over the last year. So we've got it all washed up and we're getting ready to spread it out so it can dry up. We're hoping to put together our sea glass lamp soon, and I have a few ideas for Christmas decorations. Here's the sea glass lamp that we've been working on for a while now. So we've been collecting glass on the beach all year. And then I found the jar that we've filled at a vide grenier that was on an ocean front one day. That was really beautiful. So that was a €5 purchase for the bottle. And then my husband has wired it up as he has many, many lamps since we've gotten here. And we're just down to finding a lampshade for it. So this is just one that I've temporarily borrowed from another lamp to show you the finished lamp. So yeah, I still don't understand why lampshades are like €50. Kind of crazy to me. You'll know I've given up if you see me have a tutorial on the website on how to make a lampshade. But no, I think if we watch maybe the Christmas sales, I might find an opportunity to get the lampshades that we're needing. A rainy fall day calls for soup. So today for lunch, we're having my creamy pumpkin soup with grilled cheese sandwiches for dipping. And as usual, I will include a link to the recipe in the description below the video.